Joe Biden, fucking fix this.
In the mid-90s and early 2000s, I was working on a career in the music industry, working with industry legends like Snoop Dogg and Tupac Shakur's recording group, when I was approached by a confidential informant who purchased $900 worth of cannabis from me on 3 occasions. I was prosecuted federally and was sentenced to a 55-year mandatory minimum as a first-time offender.
We were one of the first dispensaries in the country. We received over 2 decades in prison for a nonviolent cannabis offense. I'm currently serving my 14th year in prison, and I have 6 left.
At 19, I was charged with simple possession of marijuana in Mississippi, and I got sentenced to a year in jail and 5 years probation. At the end of the 5-year sentence, I was picked up for conspiracy to traffic marijuana. My full sentence is 60 years, and this is my 12th year locked up.
So after I was released from prison, I decided to help to get the people I left behind out of prison. There's a number of people in there whose sentences are more ridiculous than mine, and they don't have celebrities and political figures pulling for them like I did. Currently, there are roughly 2,700 people serving federal prison time for a nonviolent cannabis offense. There are murderers in prison and rapists and terrorists and everything who are serving a fraction of what I was sentenced to. When President Biden was running for office, he made a promise.
I think we should decriminalize marijuana, period. And I think anyone who has a record should be let out of jail, their records expunged, it be completely zeroed out.
And so we're gonna hold him to his promise, especially right now when we have this 2-tiered system of justice where if you're wealthy and if you're an older white male, you can profit from the cannabis industry, while many people of color and people from poor neighborhoods are still sitting in prison for doing the same thing.
My name's Kyle Kazan, and I'm the co-founder, CEO, and chairman of Glasshouse Brands. Glasshouse Brands is a very large cannabis company that's publicly traded on the OTC and on the New York Exchange in Canada. Are we a legal business? Yes, we're a legal business in the state of California, where we operate. We are illegal federally, like every single business that operates in the United States, because the United States still has cannabis, oddly enough, as a Schedule I drug.
Watching people cash in on the legal marijuana market while we're incarcerated is one of the most egregious injustices.
Luke was running a medicinal marijuana dispensary in Modesto, California in 2004, he and a partner.
We followed California law to the letter. We were licensed by the city. We had a permit from the state. We paid 100% of our taxes, both state and federal taxes.
George Bush was the president, and they were prosecuting marijuana businesses. They didn't recognize California's medical marijuana laws, just like federal law does not recognize the state laws in existence today. But what's happened since Luke was prosecuted are a number of things. The Obama administration instructed prosecutors not to prosecute individuals who are following state law. In 2014, Congress has introduced a rider that precludes the DOJ from using funds to prosecute businesses or individuals that are operating within the state's medical marijuana laws. And Luke falls within that guidelines. And so today, not only would Luke not be prosecuted, he couldn't be prosecuted. And he's still sitting in prison.
He ran one dispensary. I'm sitting in one right here in Los Angeles. My company has numerous, we're opening up more.
Parker Coleman, he has a very egregious case. He is currently serving a 60-year sentence.
He has 50 years to go. Nonviolent cannabis crime.
I can go and buy shares in weed stocks now. How am I still in here? Like, that can't be that hypocritical. Like, that's too blatant.
What we do in an hour is far more than he did that's gotten him 60 years, that's putting him in hell. So if you're not gonna let Parker out, arrest me. Have some consistency.
I know that you care about justice and equity, Mr. President. I've served 14 years in prison for a nonviolent cannabis offense. I hope that you will have the courage and that you'll agree that this is enough and that you'll fulfill that promise, grant clemency to all cannabis offenders in federal prison.
I really feel like I deserve another shot at life. You know, I want that for my parents, my friends, my family, you as well, to see the ability I have to strengthen our community. And so I ask that you show me mercy.
What can the everyday person, what can my family and friends that are watching this, what can they do? They can go to cannabisclemencynow.org and you can learn more about this. You can sign the petition for President Biden, which is very important.
We need President Biden to act now.
Joe Biden, fucking fix this.